Hi friends, welcome to ULO channel. Today's section we are going to discuss topic as single phase half control rectifier with RL load. In this section we discuss circuit operation of RL load and derivation of RL load. This is the circuit diagram of RL load. At 0 to alpha, thyristor is said to be forward blocking mode condition. At this time, V0 equal to 0, I0 0 and Vt equal to Vs. So when reached at omega t equal to alpha, so thyristor is said to be forward conduction mode. So thyristor T1 is turned on by applying gate signal. The load voltage V0 at once became equal to source voltage Vs. But the inductance L forces the load or output current I0 rises gradually. After some time, I0 reaches maximum value and then begins to decrease. At omega t equal to pi, V0 is 0 but I0 is not 0 because of load inductance L. At omega t equal to pi, SCR is subjected to reverse anode voltage but it will not be turned off as load current I0 is not less than holding current. If some angle beta greater than pi, I0 reduces to 0 and thyristor T1 is turned off and it is already reverse biased. At omega t equal to beta, V0 equal to 0 and I0 equal to 0. At omega t equal to 2 pi plus alpha, SR is triggered again. V0 is applied to the load. Angle beta is called extinction angle and beta minus alpha equal to gamma called the conduction angle. The half wave circuit is not normally used because it produces a large output voltage ripple and it is capable of providing discontinuous load current. So now we calculate the average load voltage VDC. VDC equal to 1 by 2 by the limit alpha to beta Vm sin omega t into d omega t. So get the output voltage from alpha to beta. So now we can take Vm divided by 2 by from outside. The integration of sin omega t into d omega t equal to minus cos omega t. So next term we will derive the equation Vm divided by 2 by we substitute upper limit minus lower limit minus cos beta plus cos alpha. So we get the output voltage VDC equal to Vm divided by 2 by cos alpha minus cos beta. IDC equal to VDC divided by R. So substitute VDC equation. Now get IDC equal to Vm divided by 2 pi R cos alpha minus cos beta. So next RMS load voltage V0 RMS equal to VDC, the root square of VDC. Vrms equal to 1 by 2 by alpha to beta Vm squared sin squared omega t into d omega t to the power of 1 by 2. Now we take Vm squared divided by 2 by the limit alpha to beta. So sin squared omega t can be replaced by 1 minus cos 2 omega t divided by 2 into d omega t to the power 1 by 2. So Vm squared divided by 4 by alpha to beta 1 minus cos 2 omega t into d omega t to the power 1 by 2. So now we can take the root of Vm squared equal Vm 2 root of root by the integration of 1 into d omega t minus cos 2 omega t equal minus sin 2 omega t to the limit alpha to beta to the power 1 by 2. Beta minus alpha minus 1 by 2 sin 2 beta minus 2 alpha to the power 1 by 2. So voltage equation for the circuit is Vm sin omega t equal to R I0 plus L di0 divided by dt. So I0 consists of steady state component Is and the transient component It. So now get the equation I0 equal to Is plus It. Is equal to Vm divided by root of r squared plus x squared sin omega t minus phi, where phi is the angle by which the RMS current Is lags Vs. Transient component can be obtained from RIT plus L dit divided by dt equal to 0. The solution is IT equal to A e power of minus R divided by L into d. So now substitute the equation 2 and 3 in equation 1. We get the output, we get I naught from Vm divided by root of r squared plus x squared sin omega t minus phi plus A e power of minus R divided by L into t. These are the equation 4. A can be obtained by applying boundary condition at omega t equal to alpha. At this time t equal to alpha divided by omega, I naught equal to 0. So we can replace 0 equal to Vm divided by Z sin alpha minus phi plus Ae power of minus R divided by L into alpha divided by omega. So we can take Ae power minus RL divided by L omega equal to minus Vm divided by Z sin of alpha minus phi. So A equal to minus Vm divided by Z sin alpha minus phi E of e power or alpha divided by L omega. Substitute the equation in equation 4. So we get the I naught value. I naught equal to Vm divided by Z sin of omega t minus phi minus Vm divided by Z sin of alpha minus phi e power or alpha divided by L omega into e power minus R divided by L into t. So we get equation from I naught. Thanking you for watching this video.